The Bunsen burner is used in laboratories to provide an open flame primarily to heat substances. In order to use it safely, it is important to know the correct procedure for lighting and adjusting the Bunsen burner. Bunsen burners can produce 3 different types of flames. The safety flame is the coolest. This flame is yellow-orange and burns at approximately 300 degrees Celsius and is never used to heat anything but shows that the Bunsen burner is lit. The medium flame, also called the blue flame or the invisible flame, is difficult to see in a well-lit room. It is the most commonly used flame and burns at approximately 500 degrees Celsius. The hottest flame is called the roaring blue flame. It is characterized by a light blue triangle in the middle, and it is the only flame of the 3 which makes a noise. It burns at approximately 700 degrees Celsius. The first step is to ensure safety by removing fire hazards. Lab coat on, long hair tied back, safety glasses on, books and papers away from the flame, apparatus set up not too close to the edge of the table. The second step is to close the air holes on the burner. The holes can be adjusted to let in more or less air by turning the color. Light the Bunsen burner. When you have a flame from the match, turn on the gas tap. Some taps have a safety feature where you must first push down, then turn on the tap to ensure that the taps are not accidentally pushed open. Approach the match to the top of the Bunsen burner and it should light. Adjust the flame by turning the color so that you have the appropriate flame for the experiment, usually the medium blue flame. During the experiment, stay vigilant so that if a problem occurs, you're ready to turn off the flame quickly. This means that you should not leave your table unattended. Test tube holders are racks that are designed to hold test tubes within a laboratory environment. Test tube holders come in a range of sizes, including racks that hold multiple test tubes, as well as a single test tube holder, which allows the person to hold one test tube at a time using a metal clip at the end of a handle. This is used to grip or hold the test tube firmly about halfway up its length, especially during heating or when reacting 2 chemicals to prevent contact with the hands. The test tube is placed in the holder in a vertical manner, and when substances are added to the test tube, the holder is articulated in a fashion where the mouth of the test tube is held away from the experimenter or anybody around the experimenter. Ensure that the test tube holder is working properly in that it can hold the test tube and its content, and to prevent the test tube from falling and causing accidents. This is a glass rod, typically about 6 to 12 inches long, 1/8 to 1/4 inch in diameter, used to stir substances or to transfer liquid substances from one container to another without spillage. Before using the stirring rod, ensure that it is clean to prevent contamination of the substance. Be careful not to put excess pressure on the rod, as it can easily break. Glass is used because it is an inert substance in that it will not react with most substances. When stirring substances, do not hit the glass rod against the walls of the container. When stirring is completed, be sure to remove hanging drops from the rod into the container. If the same rod is used for multiple stirrings, it must be kept clean between each operation and should not be left lying on the desk.